Shapiro. Good morning and welcome. I'm really excited to be here. My name is David Fleming. I'm a lifelong resident of Boca Raton and a senior at St. Andrew's School. First, I'd like to thank the Boca Chamber of Commerce for hosting this breakfast and showcasing St. Andrews. I'm actually fairly knowledgeable about the Boca Chamber and the incredible impact it has on our community because I'm a proud graduate of the Young Entrepreneurs Academy program. When I was in 7th grade, my fellow young entrepreneurs and I met for 3 hours every single week for 30 weeks with local business owners who volunteered their time to teach us about business and help us advance our companies. I absolutely loved the A program, and not just because I won that year's competition. I'm honored to speak here this morning as a representative of St. Andrews. As an engaged member of the school community, I've made use of St. Andrews' endless extracurricular offerings, especially in regards to their honor board and student government. You've heard by now that I'm student body president. What you probably don't know is my unconventional path to get there. You see, I arrived at high school with no friends. Since I was homeschooled throughout my middle school for health and medical reasons, my social circle during those years was extremely limited. Despite St. Andrews' remarkably welcoming community, being 4 feet, 11 inches tall, and only 75 pounds when I entered high school probably did not help with my social integration. Nor did my bowl cut, braces, thick glasses, or standing out as the only kid pulling a backpack on wheels because the books were so heavy relative to my body weight. Nevertheless, I committed myself to embracing every single day on campus, since I learned from my health struggles to seize every opportunity. I found countless openings to connect with fellow students, often by simply showing interest in each student as a unique individual. With overwhelming support from teachers, I served 3 years on the school's honor board, judging cases that questioned academic integrity. This experience enabled me to develop leadership skills and prepared me for a bigger role. After further cultivating my social abilities, I won the election for student body president, the school's most respected leadership position, something unimaginable. This year, the student body president's opportunity for impact is far greater than ever before. Unlike all prior graduating classes, we've had just one normal year of high school due to COVID, putting a dent in morale. As president, I am devoted to bringing back our unmatched school spirit through our weekly school-wide assemblies that I plan and lead. I've altered the format to prioritize student participation and a stronger community as I strive to lead the school far better than I found it. St. Andrews will always have a very special place in my heart. Once my older brother began attending St. Andrews, I saw the transformative impact on him and was hopeful that one day I would have the opportunity to attend the school as well. But with my health challenges dominating my middle school years, there were plenty of days when I thought I would never be able to rejoin a traditional schooling system, much less St. Andrews. At that point, I couldn't even dream about one day serving as the student body president. When I finally got to St. Andrews, I felt like the luckiest kid ever, and I continue to be grateful for the opportunity to have such a unique experience. Throughout my 3.5 years here, I've had a supportive community helping me improve daily to become the best possible version of myself, world-class faculty that makes use of multiple methods of teaching and hands-on learning, and beautiful, well-run facilities to assist my growth in mind, body, and spirit. Even among this incredible group of teachers, there have been a few that really stood out. My AP chemistry teacher, Miss Martin, helped me uncover my love for science. My AP Spanish teacher, Senor Orr, helped me cultivate my speaking abilities in Spanish. My AP calculus teacher, Mr. McCullough, who helped me build an incredibly strong foundation in calculus. And my AP English teacher, Mr. Peddler, whose tireless work changed the trajectory of my writing by helping me develop high-level college writing skills in just 10th grade. Also valuable to me has been St. Andrews' flexibility on its sports requirement, where they allow for an independent study in athletics in place of a team sport. I used this option to train for Ninja Warrior, a sport popularized by the TV show American Ninja Warrior. After being weakened by my health struggles and barely being able to do a single pull-up just 4 years ago, I'm now a top 50 nationally ranked ninja athlete who competes around the country, mostly Ninja competitions typically include dozen obstacles, combining intense upper body challenges and tricky balance tests. Success requires unusual strength-to-weight ratio, elite grip strength, excellent balance, and circus-like acrobatic abilities. As someone who delights in understanding diverse perspectives, I love that Ninja attracts competitors who come from all walks of life, from every state, all socioeconomic backgrounds and education levels, different religions, and a spectrum of people who represent many races and ethnicities. I also love the similarities between Ninja and life, where I don't know in advance what obstacles I'll encounter, but embrace the challenge of conquering whatever obstacles are part of the path. As we Ninjas say, obstacles do not block the path, they are the path. Now, I'll circle back to the health challenges I mentioned earlier. And as a reflective thinker who enjoys learning from great philosophers, it feels apt to begin my last story with a quote. This one from famous Greek philosopher Seneca. Every night before going to sleep, we must ask ourselves, what weakness did I overcome today? What virtue did I acquire? At the age of 2, doctors discovered I was legally blind in my left eye. By age 5, I learned my eye was just the start of my health challenges, as I began experiencing severe migraines. Each one came with excruciating pain near my temples and usually caused me to vomit 20 to 30 times, leaving me writhing on the floor in agony, with my head throbbing in pain, needing total darkness and absolute silence. The migraines came with increasing frequency, up to 3 to 4 times per week by 5th grade. As a result, I missed school frequently, could barely set social plans, and largely stayed at home, limiting both my social interaction and independence. Migraines dominated my childhood for a whopping 8 years, from ages 5 to 13. Unlike most challenges, mine lasted for the majority of my childhood. Despite visiting countless doctors and more specialties in cities than I can remember, the medical advice always came down to 2 choices: live with the pain or take medication. Living with the pain was completely unrealistic. Medication, I soon learned, rarely helped and often came with nasty side effects. The worst was severe erosive gastritis that destroyed my stomach lining and left me with excruciating abdominal pain. For nearly 18 months, my diet was mostly Rice Krispies, goldfish, and bread, the only foods my stomach could handle. Health problems forced me to miss the last 55 days of 5th grade. Early in 6th grade, I got kicked out of school for failing to meet the minimum attendance requirements, so I had to be homeschooled for the next 3 years, or the entirety of middle school. Eventually, my stomach healed itself. However, each day I obsessed about overcoming my headache-related miseries. I refused to let my health stop me and remained in agony year after year when I knew my future was bright. Others said I had no choice, but I decided that if the solution didn't exist, I would develop my own. After waking up one morning with the life-changing idea, I did what they all said wasn't possible. I created a solution to my own problem. More specifically, I created a self-serve headache relief device that applies pressure to the suboccipital muscles at the base of the skull to release tension and relieve headaches, profoundly changing my life and enabling me to break away from my nearly constant pain. Hours after waking up with this idea, I dragged my mom to Home Depot to begin looking for materials. My initial prototype was constructed from bicycle kickstands to simulate the applicators for applying pressure to the suboccipital region. In the next version, I used pool noodles, curtain rods, tripod legs, and Gorilla Glue. Through hard work, much trial and error, and many failed attempts, I developed an effective prototype and have already earned 4 US patents on my invention. School. Alongside my studies, I've been working to develop a business around my invention so I can give back to the world and change others' lives, just as I've changed my own. Stories don't always start on a positive note, but I've learned that with patience, perseverance, and unshakable optimism, struggles can be turned into a triumphant success. Upon entering St. Andrews as a 9th grader, I felt like I had started a new life. This wasn't the old one of my health conditions ruling my life. This was the new one, the one I created, where I saw myself as a fighter who didn't see problems as limits, but as opportunities. Although I'm nearly 4 feet 11 inches and 75 pounds when I began 9th grade, the virtues and values I developed were far greater than those dimensions, enabling me to mature into the person I am today. An inventor with 4 U.S. patents, a top 15 nationally ranked Ninja Warrior athlete, and student body president. More importantly, I learned to be grateful for everything I have, to be sensitive to the obstacles others face, and to inspire others by sharing my journey of overcoming my greatest obstacle. To repeat what Seneca said, every night before going to sleep, we must ask ourselves, what weakness did I overcome today? What virtue did I acquire? In closing, I truly cannot imagine my life without St. Andrews, and I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity to be in such a special community that has helped me thrive intellectually, physically, socially, and spiritually. While my time at St. Andrews comes to a close in May, I will forever be a Scot. Thank you, and go Scots!